Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is the first time of stopping by. Hi, nice meeting you for the first time. So in today's video we'll be making this lovely satin bag, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, without wasting so much time, let's get into the video and hit on the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to this channel. So for this satin bag, we'll be going with this fabric. I'm using bridal satin, and the length of it is 13 inches, and for the width I have about 20. I have 25 inches for the width. That's 13 by 25, and I have four of these. That's two for the main line fabric and then two for the lining. If you have your normal lining, you can go ahead and make use of it. I think it's going to work well. So I'm going to run a loose stitch and gather this, and I'm doing it for the four fabrics, for the four pieces. So this is it. After I was done gathering it, I just gathered it to be the half measurement of what I have. So by the time I finish gathering it, I have about 12 inches or 12.5 inches for the width of this fabric. So I'm just arranging this thing, the gathers to have a uniform, to be uniform. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to make this front facing front. I'm going to place it, arrange it well, and then I'm going to go ahead and stitch at the gather side and then stitch at the two same side, and I'll repeat the same process for the other pieces, the other two pieces. So this is it. After I was done with stitching it together, I'm going to flip this to the right side so that you guys can see how it looks. If you have your serging machine at home and you feel like you want to serge this before we continue, please go ahead and serge this. But for me, I am not doing it because it's going to be inside, so there is no need for me, from if you ask me, there's no need to serge this. So I'm going to turn one of the fabrics to the right side, and then the other one is going to be to the left side. So the left one, I'm going to wear it into the other one. That's by the time you do it, you have your fabric back facing back, just like you see me do. I'm wearing the back of one into the other one. Just bear it in mind that you are going to have back facing back by the time you are done. So I'm going to match the two same side together and then pin this down. And I will do the same thing for the other side. I'll also pin the same side down. And once I am done doing this, I'm going to stitch it all around just to keep it in place, just the way you pinned it down. We're going to stitch it all around. So this is it after I was done stitching it down, so that it doesn't keep moving up and down while I am trying to work on it. So the next thing I'm going to do is from the edge of the fabric, not from the stitching, from the edge of the fabric, I'm going to measure 3 inches down inward on it. And this 3 inches, I'm going to mark it all around the satin bag. So from the tip of the fabric, just keep marking 3 inches all around. If you haven't subscribed up to this moment, please take 1 minute to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying this video, or if you just for if you're enjoying this video, sure, just give me a thumbs up. Thank you. I don't know what I'm saying again. So I'm going to be marking the 3 inches that I mentioned earlier all around. Once I am done marking it, I just use my chalk to connect the points so that the marks will be visible for me to work properly with. If you don't want to mark these lines, just skip it. It doesn't change anything. So far you can see the points that you marked. So once I am done marking this, I'm going to, from that 3 inches, flip it inward. Just turn it inward. Just make sure that you are turning from the 3 inches that you marked. The same way I am doing, just do the same thing. And then I'm going to go ahead and start ironing this down, that 3 inches. You can as well skip this part. All you have to do is to close it up at that 3 inches. Use your pin to hold it down if you don't want to iron. But for me, after ironing this, I also use my pin to hold it down so that by the time I'm on my machine stitching, is I won't be confused, or it won't keep moving up and down. So it's a plus, but working with pin is easier than just ironing. So this is it after I was done ironing this. The next thing I'm going to do is to, from the edge of the fabric, I am going to fold it in by 1/2 inch at where I am, and then stitch it all the way around. So this is it. I went ahead to hold it with my pins before stitching at that 1/2 inch, just like I mentioned earlier. And I left opening here for, you see the reason why we left the openings, about 1.5 to 2 inches. And this is the handle of the bag, of the satin bag. For the width I have 2 inches, and for the length is as long as you want. For this one I have 37 inches. I think it's short for me because I want to use it as a crossing, which I'm thinking of going to make another hand for it. At the end of the video you will see it. So I have 3 pieces for it, and just like you see me fold it, that's the same way you're going to fold it. And then I'm going to mark from the edge of the bar of the satin bag. I am going down by 1.25 of that's 1.25 is 1.25. It's not up to 1.5 inch, 1.25. So I'm going to be marking all around that same 1.25 all around. Once I am done, I'm going to stitch at that 1.5 inches all around, and that opening we left, you're going to stitch it close. You're not going to leave the opening like we did earlier. So this is the pieces I am done. I went ahead to stitch it all together at the beginning, and then I'm going to go ahead and make braid this. It's more like braiding it. You see the way, if you don't know how to braid, just look at the video, you will see. Just from the end of the you're taking from the two ends of the pieces at the two ends to bring it into the center. So that's how you keep doing it from the two ends. The one at the center, I don't need to do anything with it, just keep bringing in the one from the end from the end of it to the center. I don't know how else to explain it. Just look at the video, you understand. So I'm done stitching this. So with our elastic, I'm going to pass this through, and my elastic is about 12 inches, but by the time I finished stitching it, I found that is wider than I wanted, so I still reduced it by 2 to 3 inches. So once I am done passing this down, I brought it out and then stitch it down so that I can keep it, so it will form a round circle to secure it basically. So this is it. I found out that the elastic was too wide or too long. I just pulled it out from that place because I'm here to stitch down that opening. Pull it out until I am okay with what I have, and then I'm going to place the rubber together, stitch it down. And I also went ahead to close that opening that we left earlier. So this is it after I was done with the elastic and closing the area that we left. So the next thing I'm going to do is to add in my the hand that we made earlier. Just I added it inside the bag. Just use my sewing machine to stitch it down, nothing serious. And that's basically all for this satin bag. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you do and you learned 1 or 2 things. And for the size of this, is quite small. You can't use it to carry anything except your phone and money. So if you want a bigger one, all you have to do is to increase the length of it or the width of it. You can only have your phone or small purse for your money, or just your money directly into the bag, and that's only basically what it can contain, and then a small hanky. I'm thinking of adding a pressing button to it, and see you in my next video. Bye.